This is what we're talking about. Okay, it's a bit slidey in this bit, so I'm coming. There may be some swearing. Oh, jeez. Oh, what a lovely start this is. It doesn't wait for this one to give you fantastic views. Just right in front of me at the moment I'm looking at what I think is pronounced Four Tall. Probably nothing like that at all, but yeah, it just juts out there quite beautifully, so I'll turn you around and let you see. Don't know if the camera does it justice, but it actually looks fantastic. I'm coming out of that nice sheltered hollow that I've been in, sheltered by the hills around me and the trees. It was really quite nice in there, but as I'm starting to pop my head up, that wind's starting to pick up, and got a little bit of rain at the moment, which is expected. To have some showers, but higher up it might be falling as snow and hail. This is the first summit for the day. We're going to come up this ridge here, and then over and along to the far end is the true summit. Well, that's me. It's tough to say halfway, but I don't think so. Maybe about a third up the climb, and it's quite steep for sure, and the path's quite eroded, so it's quite tough going, but I'm sure it's all going to be worth it. This is what we're talking about. They're a beautiful ridge walk, and just stunning everywhere you look. Just everywhere you look. Maybe timed this well, you know, the wind and the sun and stuff. Yeah. Okay. As you can see, things got a little wintry up there, and it was something that I was expecting just with the weather forecasts. And Torridon Mountain Rescue had put a post out saying to be prepared for winter conditions. The conditions weren't too bad, there was no ice or anything like that, just some nice soft snow, but you definitely needed to be prepared and be aware of what to expect. Okay, it's a bit slidey in this bit as I'm coming down the side, so I'll put the camera away and concentrate on the path ahead. I decided to keep this bit of footage in, even though it's not the best with my jacket flapping about in front of the lens, but it just showed the conditions up there, that it did get quite wintry, and just lets you see the kind of ridge that you've got to walk along. Nothing too difficult, but in those conditions you definitely need to be careful. And the winds were forecast in the morning anyway for 25 to 35 miles per hour, and they were due to slacken off as the day went on, so I decided to set off a little later than I probably would normally, just hoping to catch those lesser winds to make the ridge walk a bit more enjoyable. That's what we've just came over. Lovely views that side. That's where we're going up. And a bit of clag sitting in on this side. Quite a changeable day for sure. Still absolutely beautiful, no matter what the weather's thrown at me. Just a beautiful view of Benny over there. So this is it, folks. summit of Ben Leah. Ooh, that's Ben Halligan just peeking out at the end there. Loch Turden down there. Yeah. Lovely views all the way around. This is our route down here and then across around the side of this one up the ridge and down between the ridge line you can see in the foreground and Fort Tall in the background, and back down between those two, back down and join into the path. What a fantastic spot for a little picnic. Yes, lovely and sheltered here and the sun's just beating down on me. It's lovely and got all these lovely views to take in as well. Fabulous. Behind me is the second mountain of the day, Sgwr Rua. And we've come down a wee bit from the first one and we've got a bit to go down yet before we start climbing back up again. So it's gonna be a heavy one on the legs. Anyway, less yakking, more walking. I'm getting buffeted by the wind a bit more coming up here. Not too bad, just one or two exposed bits. But we still got a decent amount of ascent to get to the top of this one. Ladybird. Rua. Because we're on Sgwr Rua. I'm going to set off now, going to head down this way, curve round, back to meet the path that we came in on this morning, and then back to the van, back to the lay-by we're parked on. Okay, so I'm making a descent here, but got a bit of a boulder field to negotiate as well, so making life just a little bit more tricky, especially on the descent when your legs start to feel a wee bit tired and stuff. So turn you around and let you see. So this is kind of where I'm going to be heading down, and the route is kind of hitting like the end of that wee loch in there. So we'll see how we get on. Right. There may be some swearing. There may be a lot of swearing. Oh, jeez. Oh, be good. Well, all I can say is, thank Christ I'm down from there, because that wasn't nice going really. Coming down there, your legs beginning to be a wee bit tired and quite steep, and trying to pick your way through those rocks and boulders. That was, yeah, not nice. So I think it's going to be a lot nicer a descent from here on in. There's a path to pick up just over the brow here, so that'll be nice. I'm going to have my Kit Kat because I think I've earned it. Well, I know I've earned it. So it was just a case of making my way up and over a few slabs from here, just to join back up with the path, and then a simple walk all the way back to the lay-by where I was parked. And it really was an enjoyable day for sure. A lovely ridge walk. The weather was changeable, but I did have some lovely sunny moments, and yeah, it's definitely a hill or a couple of hills that I would recommend. So I'll just leave it for here. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you on the next one.